Roger, tell us what's going on here today.
Well, this event here today is our 2011 Crop Day. It's an annual event that we host in Steinbach every year, and it's usually the first week of February, shortly after Ag Days in Brandon. So we try to offer some speakers and some topics that differ a little bit than what is presented in Brandon at Ag Days, and something that's relevant to local farmers, relative to specific to crops. And that's why this year we've got some information not only on soybean row spacing and not variety trials, but distribution of seed, and we also have nutrient information provided by some of our local experts, and also some new high-tech work that is being done elsewhere in the province that may have some interest for some producers and some retailers locally.
Is this something that people are still leaving here with value and maybe new information?
Well, they come here because there is value presented. Primarily, giving you an example on soybean, we see soybeans this year as becoming one of the major crops grown in Eastman. We've had good results with soybeans over the past number of years. If the prices hold out for next year, which our experts this afternoon will discuss some of the commodity pricing and the outlook for the future. But historically, production last year was very, very good in soybeans, and farmers have made the transition to accept soybeans as being a regular rotation within their crops. So soybeans are going to gain acres this year in Eastman, and as a result, they're coming in for some of the information, some of the data that was collected last year over some of the trials, and they're gaining experience, they're gaining some knowledge, and trying to adapt it for their own to try and maximize some of the returns.
Ryan, tell us your topic here for today.
Just talking about soybeans, specifically I guess row spacing and plant populations in the last year that we've been doing testing.
Okay, testing results I guess are in. Tell us a little bit about what's any surprises maybe through some of these trials?
Well, I guess one of the biggest surprises that we went through was the weather, and the weather it dictates a lot of the things. It caused a few problems with our trials. Some of the trials didn't come off because of that. We were looking at, for the most areas, 150% of normal for rain, but we did have some good data on the trials. We've only got the 1-year data, so we're not really able to do a lot of discussion on what guys should be seeding or what plant populations or what row width they should be doing. But we are seeing some trends that planters will probably have better survivability on soybeans compared to air seeders. Air seeders, you do see a little bit more of like clumping of the seeds or more spaces within the fields because of that. But for the most part, guys are able to do very good with the equipment they have, that's for sure.
Let's talk about soybeans themselves. Is this a popular crop for this year, do you think?
Very popular. Prices are just going up and up, and so there's going to be a lot of people contracting soybeans this year. And there's a lot of, by the sounds of it, seed sales are going very strong. Some varieties are already sold out, and no, I would expect it to be a fairly good year again.
Okay. Any tips that you can just kind of throw out there for growers?
Just to work on what they have, I guess, and just to maybe pay close attention to detail, and they're doing that already, but just kind of watch what maybe to try and do some different testing on their farm with different strips, and just for their own